It's time for Prospecting with the Welsh. That's right. This is when our own Chris Welsh, who is super famous, who talked prospects and MLB draft all weekend long, is going to tell us about some of the prospects in Major League Baseball that are scratching the surface of the big leagues. In Welsh, we're going to start in a familiar place with one of your favorites. Could we finally be seeing Bubba Chandler after all of this time?
Yeah, you're going to know a lot of these names. Maybe we haven't talked about some of them recently, but we got to put Bubba at the tippy top. We're coming off of the All-Star break. We're coming off of the Futures game. It's the official start of the second half, and Bubba Chandler has rattled off some great games, and that's the big key. I still put this out there. I know I know it's annoying and just talking about him in general, but like at the end of the day, we don't know. Because we don't, how the Pirates are going to, approach this. What we do know is that Mitch Keller should be traded. And Bubba Chandler is going to get one. I think it's one of two spaces. Is he's up really quick or it is manipulation. The viability for why he could be up really quick is he has had a fantastic July. And I will tell you, there are quite a few people in the industry that also believe part of the issues and the struggles with Bubba Chandler has been him being down in AAA too long and the anticipation of coming up and what he would benefit from having major league evaluation on his starts day in and day out. But that hasn't happened. But in July, he's had 2 starts of 6 innings at least or more, given up no earned runs. He's struck out 6 or more, and he's only walked 2 in each of those. They're clean back-to-back innings. His ERA is under 3, which really looks good. He's had 6 or more strikeouts in 3 of his last, or in all 3 of his last starts. In July specifically has looked good. That I think if you don't want to mess too long and create a bad era around him, aura type of thing, that I think you need to make the move quick. And manipulation or not, that I do think Bubba Chandler has got to be pressing. It'd be a really good thing for them to do coming out the second half to say he is back with the team. So we've done it like 12 different times, but let's say Bubba Chandler is on the precipice of coming up to the majors finally after rattling off some really good starts.
Yeah, it was good to see him turn things around because it got really rough there for quite a while.
It did.
So let's continue on with another pitching prospect here. Let's go to Parker Messick here of the Cleveland Guardians. This year at AAA, he's got a 3.36 ERA over 75 innings, 92 strikeouts, 37 walks. That's 11 K per 9. Now, the walk rate's a little high at 4.4 walks per 9. Last season, he saw time at high A, at double A. The combined stats there are 2.83 ERA over 133 innings, where he also struck out 11.1 per 9. So this guy's got a big-time strikeout rate. Cleveland has been a little, odd this year in the rotation. Ciccone has been good at times. Bybee, his splits have been terrible. His road starts have been absolutely awful this year. They're waiting for Shane Bieber to return. So could Messick fit into this rotation, at least get a look in the big leagues this season as they try again? I think it's the smartest thing for Cleveland to do right now is evaluate Kifus, DeLauder, guys like Messick, see what they have so they know what they're moving forward with in 2026.
Yeah, I think the Futures game, Parker Messick was the starter on the AL side. And I think they showed off 2 players that could be in the majors here very soon in Kifus and Parker Messick. Parker Messick did give up kind of a big double to fellow lefty JJ Weatherhold, but I thought he looked good. That slider, it's swept across the zone, which I thought was really great. He's 3rd in minor leagues in strikeouts right now. He's had he's having this weird like off-on start thing because his last start, 7 innings, 9 strikeouts. This is before the Futures game with 1 walk. Phenomenal outing. The one before that got obliterated, gave up 7 earned runs, didn't get to the second. The one before that went 6 innings, gave up only 3 hits. So, I mean, he can go deeper into games. I think they would benefit from getting him up. And also, how long is it beneficial? It's the Bubba Chandler thing to keep a pitcher in AAA, is it 10 starts? Is it 15? Is it 30? Is it an entire season at AAA? He's got 16 starts at AAA. I think the lefty could help the team here pretty soon. I thought he looked pretty good in the Futures game, and I think we're going to see him in the very near future with those strikeouts get into the major leagues.
All right, a guy in the outfield for the Baltimore Orioles system has made a big jump year over year is Dylan Beavers. Last season, mostly at AA, hit 241 with a 756 OPS. This year, he got the move up to AAA in 71 games. He's hitting 311 with an 887 OPS. That on-base percentage went up 60 points. The slugging percentage went up almost 70 points. So a huge leap for this young man. 10 home runs, 34 RBI, 20 stolen bases for Beavers this year. So again, in a year where the Orioles are out of it, they need to continue to evaluate all this young talent they have, and they have a ton of it. What they lack is pitching. And if they're going to retool, they got to start moving some people and bring in some more pitching. Could Dylan Beavers be a piece they are moving in the future, or a piece that might actually be part of the future for the Orioles in Camden Yards?
He could be. I wouldn't put anything past him. I think the Orioles have done a pretty good job of not moving their significant pieces so far. They've really held tight to it. I think maybe there's a bigger question, though, that's like, maybe that wasn't the right move. Maybe they needed to be more aggressive in trading some of their prospects for players to win now because they keep not. But my thought process here is if they, let's say they just move off of Tyler O'Neill, they're going to clearly look like they're going to move off of Cedric Mullins. Dylan Beavers would be that guy. And he has had, as you said, phenomenal season, 300 average, 400 OBP, 10 homers, 20 stolen bases, big bodied guy with a power speed combo. I don't know if you want to fully call it 5-tool. He doesn't strike out a bunch, 41 walks to 52 strikeouts on the season. I think there's a lot in the tank. And as a lefty for hitting in Baltimore, as we know, like that right side of the field, the pull side for left-handed hitters is an advantage that I think it's something that he can thrive in. And I'm going to guess that we're going to see him in the majors as they trade some of those other guys. And I think he should be someone that you pick up. So if he gets traded, you know, maybe he'll be the next Kyle Stowers, but I think he's going to thrive in Baltimore. And I think it'll be pretty soon.
A highly thought of prospect we really haven't talked too much about in a while, Carson Williams. Shortstop for the Tampa Bay Rays organization. Now, last year, 115 games in Double-A, he had an 821 OPS, hit 256. Just 6 home runs, though. However, he did steal 33 bases. This year, last year, 20 home runs, and stole 33 bases. This year, 16 homers for him, 17 steals, but the average has taken a big dip, went from 256 to 216 with the jump to AAA. OPS has stepped backward, the OBP has stepped backward, all of those things. But clearly, there's power, there's speed for this 22-year-old. So what's the future path look like for Carson Williams?
Yeah, I interviewed him, was it last year? Gosh, I think it might have been 2 years ago in the AFL. Whenever he was in the AFL, I think it was 2 years ago. My timing is all completely lost. And it always stand out to me when I asked him about Junior Caminero, and he was like, Junior's the bat, I'm the defense. And he was really highly touted at that time. And that kind of stood out to me as like, well, you're going to need to be some of the bat. And unfortunately, from a season total, it doesn't look great. The counting stats are always there. That's the difficult thing with him. 16 homers, 17 stolen bases. You're like, let's go. Except it's a 216 batting average. But the thing we're going to put a focus on is his recent run. He finished June with a 293 average, 7 homers, 4 stolen bases. The strikeouts are still a massive problem, and I don't think that's ever going to change. But you saw the counting stats, and you saw consistency in his average. This month, he's kind of carrying it over. His average is just under 260. He's got the homers again. He's got the stolen bases. The Ks have maybe dipped a tiny bit. I think we're just at a point, again, that like at this almost July into almost August is a point where it's like, how much longer is it going to benefit for these teams holding these guys down that have been playing at, let's say, AAA the entire season? Now, obviously, they've got some middle infielders that they're dealing with in Ha-Seong Kim, but I really think Carson Williams is going to push the envelope. I think the Rays are going to want to see him. He's been on a nice hot streak. He's got some big, loud counting stats, and if they click, it's going to be something you want in fantasy.
There you have it, everybody. That's prospecting with the Welsh. Go to FantasyPros.com for more of Welsh's updates on the prospects. And, of course, follow us on Fantasy Pros MLB on YouTube. Subscribe today so you never miss a single piece of fantasy baseball this season.